What if I told you the two images you're looking at right now are not a before and after edit, but in actual fact, they're both unedited RAW files. RAW files, might I add, taken at the exact same time with the exact same settings, but with just one technique difference. If you're a portrait photographer, you're going to want to watch this video. Being a natural light photographer is amazing when the light works in your favor. Sometimes it can work so well that it'll look like you have a lighting crew behind you making sure that the image is perfectly lit. But what happens when you're in a situation like this, where the light is behind your subject and there's next to no light hitting your model's face? Well, that's where this rubber thing comes into play. So this is the MagMod MagSphere 2, and it simply just sticks onto your speed light using magnets. So let me show you exactly how this thing works. Now, as you can see from this video, even though I'm shooting a portrait, I'm still facing the flash entirely on its side and not pointing it directly towards my model. And that's because this diffuser is bouncing the light so well that even with the flash not being pointed at my subject, it's still creating an image that has no shadows, a lot more light, and most importantly, it's giving us an image that doesn't look like it was taken with a flash. But we're not done yet. So up until this point, we've only been looking at RAW files, and this is one of the RAW files of an image taken without the flash. And you're looking at this and you might think to yourself, well, I can up the exposure, I can up the shadows, and that could fix it. And that's exactly what I've done here. And you might think, well, this is good enough. But you'd think that until you see the edited image taken with the flash. And now we can see a world of a difference. Just take a look at the difference between these two images. Even though I raised those shadows, the image taken with the flash and diffuser has absolutely no shadows that needed to be raised. Not to mention something you might not have noticed, but if we go to the image without the flash, it's really noisy. And that's because this image was taken with an ISO of 1250. When we take a look at the image taken with the flash, the ISO suddenly becomes 500, and when we zoom in, there's a lot less noise that we're working with in comparison to the image taken with an ISO of over 1200. Working with a flash can be a really scary experience when you first start. There's a load of buttons and brand new settings that you've just probably never seen before, but having this rubber thing means I don't have to worry about my settings. I can just point and shoot, and I definitely don't have to worry about whether the venue I'm going to be shooting in has any white walls or white ceilings to bounce my light off of. With this, I don't need to bounce the light at all anymore, and we've proved that by using it outdoors where I've got absolutely nothing to bounce the light off bar the MagMod, and it works perfectly. So hopefully this video has helped you and maybe opened your eyes to a new way that you can light your subject. So if this video has helped you, I would really appreciate it if you could leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for future videos. But in the meantime, you can check out more content here, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you again.